Okay, July 4th, week in review. Last week I talked to Roger Boyer. He's the founder of the CF Indigenous Council. And we had a great talk about how I can help and CrossFit can help support his efforts with getting CrossFit into the Indigenous community and helping consolidate the various reservations, tribes, individuals from that community who are CrossFitting and not necessarily communicating. So if you are from that community and you are not linked up with Roger Boyer and his work with the CF Indigenous Council, email me, dave@crossfit.com, and I'll make sure to link you guys up so there can start to be dialogue and ways that you all can collaborate and work together and strengthen and build CrossFit in the Indigenous community. We've recently done a few, at least one, and we have another one scheduled, scholarship program on reservations that he's helped set up, and our team, Chuck Carswell and the seminar team who run the scholarship program, put together. The scholarship program is something that early after the transition, when Greg made me the CEO, one of the things I put in place was that program. There's a lot of pressure on us to donate money to various causes, and I didn't feel like donating money to a cause where we don't know exactly what it's going to was the right way to handle the situation at the time. So I said, let's do what we do and let's give back in the way that we can give back that's impactful for the future, and that's through educating and essentially teaching people how to change their lives and other people's lives with the CrossFit methodology. So we started up the CrossFit Scholarship Program, which the intent of it in the beginning, and still at this point, was to take level 1 and to give it to youth in essentially underserved areas where they probably wouldn't have the means to attend a level 1 otherwise, or maybe the means or the interest. And that program's been a success. We're really happy with it. The first one we did was in Atlanta, Georgia, and I actually attended, and I was gonna say I taught at the course, but I really just assisted. I haven't taught a level 1 in over a decade, and but it was a great time. It was cool to do a level 1 for some youth who maybe otherwise would have never done a course like that. And really happy with the scholarship program. I'm proud of it because I helped create it, and I'm happy to see that CrossFit's still running it and expanding it. After that, a few days later, I had a call with a number of affiliates from the country of India. And last week I talked about a conversation I had with Japanese affiliates. The reason I had a call with the affiliates from Japan was because Japan has a population of 120 million people and only 20 affiliates. And that was fascinating to me. Obviously, India has a much larger population. India's population is 1.4 billion people, so 1 billion people more than the US. And we have over 5,000 affiliates in the US, and they have a population that's 1 billion more than us, yet they have less than 30 affiliates. So I had a great call with the affiliate owners from India, a number of them, not all of them, about ways to help change that. Because ultimately exposing CrossFit to populations like that, anyone in the world, is of a high priority to me and to us. And so, the Japanese issues and the issues of the people in India, what they want, where similar, are also very different. And we have to take that into consideration. And why I say where similar, there are a lot of reoccurring themes in terms of how we can help them. One of the big ones being messaging and being more media. And in both those examples, essentially translating and creating content in their languages is very important. So there was a lot from that call that it was very good. I'm happy I had it. And obviously next, at this point, having talked to those two, the other country I should organize a discussion with is China. So I'll probably do that in the next 2 weeks. But let's get to the last few days here, and even a few days before that, during the week, setting up. We had a massive event here with Street Parking, and I have Miranda here from Street Parking.
Hello.
And
Am I your first guest?
You are my first guest on Week in Review, so thank you. Maybe the last. Real quick, I want to share a story from the weekend, and then I'm going to let her share a couple stories. I met this lady named Janice, and we started talking, and her story was fascinating to me because she started in January of 21. she started street parking in January of 21 because her sister told her, not January 21st, but 2021 in January. Her sister told her to get going because her sister had been doing street parking for a number of years, and she went from 316 pounds to 240 in that short time frame. And I asked her what was the key to her success and why she progressed so quickly. And she said the community and the ability to customize. And the community was always very encouraging and supportive of her on the message boards, the social media, and everywhere she communicated with them. And it was cool seeing her pride and enthusiasm for how they had changed her life. And she's gonna make a ton more progress sticking with it, and she's highly motivated, and it was really cool chatting with her.
Yeah, so her sister, I know you asked me to share a few of the memories. Her sister was one of 2 people that on Saturday morning hit their 1,000 street parking workouts. Her sister, I know their social media handles because that's how we talk to them. So her sister is E5 Fitness. And then the other lady that hit 1,000 was SP Introvert. And they were doing this endurance workout on the bikes and the rowers and running the hill. And when we found out that it was their 1,000th workout, everyone was cheering and like our coaches were crying. And then we found out that it was another one of our longtime like OG members, been a member for 5 years. It was her 2,000th street parking workout. And so they were all doing it together. So that was a really cool, and it was the very first event on Saturday that happened. So that was super cool. The vibes were really cool. Another memory that I had was in Dave's knockout tournament on Sunday. We had a couple kids playing. I think the older kid was 15 or something like that, and then his younger brother was 12, and he won the whole thing, and he was just so emotional. Like he cheered, and then you could see the tears in his eyes. It was one of the sons of one of our members, and we brought him one of these like street parking Letterman like bomber jacket things, and he was just so like, that was a core memory for him. That's gonna last with him forever. That was really, really cool. Everyone went wild. And then the last one was on Saturday evening, we did a session that's kind of like a yoga / mobility. We call it maintenance. Dave thought we were going to be doing yard work, but no.
When I saw maintenance on the schedule, I originally was like, oh, this is awesome. They're going to be contributing at the ranch. Maybe we can do some wood splitting, or they can help me carry some lumber around. No, it wasn't that.
No, maintenance, it's like a yoga mobility thing, and they were up there doing it, and we have some really great instructors on our team. And I talked to a lady afterwards. She said people were like up there crying and stuff. It sounds very culty when I'm explaining this, doesn't it? But she said that a lot of people were sharing mats. And it was really cool just because of what the world has been like the last couple of years. She said, I was sharing a mat with somebody. I'd never met this person before. I have no idea what their beliefs are, you know, what they do, anything like that. But we were all there for like a common interest, just to build community and become better versions of ourselves. And nobody cared about any of that stuff. And I didn't see any of that all weekend. Like people were just, so many people came alone and had only ever talked to these people on social media and just had a good time. I want to know what you thought about the whole thing.
I thought it was amazing. I thought they have a great community. It was really cool meeting all a lot of the members and them sharing some of their stories with me and seeing how much passion and excitement they have for fitness and for the community that Miranda and Julian have made. So thank you guys for coming. I'm proud of you.
Thanks for having us. People loved it.
And maybe we'll see you here again.
Oh.
Maybe. We'll see.
We'll see.
Well, thanks a lot for tuning in, and until next week.